Last we left off, you finished off
Oh,
Merrick in the mines, as well as burned every bit of fungal infestation that you could find. While talking over your next course of action on the outskirts of town, Rin noticed something in the bushes nearby and forced Thaddeus to show himself. You sent him on a mission back to town to see if it was safe for you all to return. While you waited, Sammy went to do some recon of his own, and the rest of you pondered over the text of the journal, the majority of which was unreadable. Thaddeus returned and informed you all that Lord Gawain had requested an audience to hear from Riker about the extent of his findings, as well as the news about what happened in Weymouth. Lord Gawain quickly came to the realization that this was much bigger than he thought and requested you all to deliver a message to Sir Edwin Morahan, the Lord Magister of Suzale, requesting aid, and to tell him of the troubles. He gave you all some gold as well as two vouchers, one to the Silver Vein, ran by Lyra Silverhand, and the other to Ironheart's Forge, ran by Thrain. We resume with you all leaving the Lord's Manor. It is midday. Where do you go? What do you do?
What was the Lyra Silverhand? What was her place? Just a general shop or something?
It is an expensive jewelry store.
Oh, okay.
But
Um,
Lord Gawain had said that some of her most expensive items happen to have some magical properties.
right, right.
You had also talked about needing to get the horses. He told you that you could get horses from Maya free of charge, that he would cover the cost for that to expedite your trip back to Suzale.
Okay.
Where do you head first?
Um,
get some jewelry.
Jewelry. Yeah, that sounds exciting, huh?
I'm more curious than anything, so yeah, jewelry.
I
Okie
want to
dokie.
deck out.
Well, keep in mind that the voucher was only good for one free item.
Yeah.
Um, but either way, you make your way just kind of one row of houses in towards the center of town. And on the right side of the courtyard, still with a massive tree in the center in sight, you can see um, a small, elegant shop, uh, a sign in lavish silver standing out from the normal wooden framing and signage. Um, Reads as the Silver Vein. Um, and as you step in, the inside is equally as intricate. The drapes um seem to be clearly like pressed, no wrinkles in sight, and an elegant, slender, palish, um, elven woman steps out from behind the counter. Greetings. Such a large bunch to be coming into the store. How can I help you?
We're hoping to browse your wares, perhaps buy something.
Yeah. And she kind of gestures. Feel free to look around. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for? As you're looking at the walls, they have uh, all sorts of different um, crowns, some of them more simple, some of them inlaid with gemstones. There are glasses that seem to have like certain colored polished lenses. There are rings. There are um, just sometimes you will even see just a large gem sitting out uh, under a glass case, of course. But it will be just out for the public eye to see. Necklaces, all sorts of things that you could imagine. Are you, and kind of looking you all over, the things in here are quite expensive. We can make installment payments, I suppose, if you have something that you truly fancy.
We're looking for things of real value. Not that swill they're peddling out in the square. You haven't taken any of that, have you?
I have not.
Good. Good.
I've done okay in my long years. I don't think I need anything else to make me, I don't know, more healthy.
Hmm.
300 years of practice will do that for you. Gives you a little air of confidence.
Oh, did you say she's elven or half elven?
Full elven.
Oh. Well,
Well, if money is of any concern, we do have this, and Rin holds up the voucher.
And she looks at it and she just kind of chuckles. Oh. Gawain, if the taxpayers only knew what he did with sometimes with the people's money.
you must understand, and I'll look around. Is there anybody else in the shop?
Maybe like one other person?
Then I'll whisper.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to just...
No, go for it.
We're on a secret mission. We must head to Zuzale and get some help in rooting out these quacks that are peddling this swill. It's be one thing if it's harmless, but it is actually quite dangerous what they're doing.
She kind of chuckles and looks around and nods and... Oh, a dangerous mission, you say? Okay.
Yes, it's no laughing matter.
Clearly you can see in her expression that she is just role playing. We're role playing within the role playing game right now. And she, why, yes, I have just the thing that could help you on your journey. And she walks over
That's
to a set of like blue tinted framed glasses, and she puts them on. When you wear these, it'll allow you to see invisible objects.
And I begin to ritually detect magic.
It'll take you 10 minutes.
Well.
Wait, is it 10 minutes? Okay.
I want to like begin to do it.
Okay. Yeah, what does that look like for you ritually detecting magic?
So Riker like has his mask on, like he flips a switch, and like his like the eyes in his mask, they're normally like an emerald green. They slowly turn into like a sapphire blue until the blue completely covers his eyes, and that's what lets him see the magic auras.
Okay, like firing up your laser type of situation. I got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it'll take you a few minutes, but once we get through enough, I'll definitely allow you to be able to do that. Okay.
Is she laying some bullshit on us right now?
She's
Decided
just
to
teasing
throw
us.
an insight check on
See
that.
invisible objects. Can you see anything behind? Is there anything behind me?
She actually was extending to put them onto you. With a 17, you would know that at this point, she's not taking the secret mission seriously. She doesn't necessarily see the people out in the courtyard as any sort of threat. And so she's just going along with it and potentially going to get some money out of this.
I will probably smack. Oh, let's see. I'll probably smack Rin a little bit, and then just a little like friendly tap, and just shake my head no at Herc, and just point at this.
I'm just kind of in the back corner, waiting for this all to be finished.
Okay. Was there something else that you would rather do besides hang out in this particular shop?
I'm afraid of splitting up the people I know to be safe.
Okay.
With the town being as infected as it is, I just don't feel comfortable wandering around by myself.
Okay. All
Do I
right.
see anything when anything different?
You don't. And she kind of sees you testing it out, and she reassures you, well, there's nothing invisible in here. it'll only allow you to see things that, if they were invisible, they no longer are.
You've checked around and made sure?
Yes, I've checked around and made sure.
Well, how do I know that they do this? You should keep something invisible around, just so you can show people. I'd be really wowed if I...
That's a really good
see
point.
something.
I can see that those maybe aren't for you.
And what else do you have? Maybe. We'll put this to the side. What else do you have in stock? Something with perhaps divine protections or other arcane magics that...
Divine protections.
As we were attacked in the woods by creatures infected with
Is there...
fungal infection.
There's a lot of different worshippers that come through here, and I try to appease them all. Is there
Well,
any
don't worry.
particular...
You might be able to appease him one way or the other with the different warships.
Yeah, if you look here, mainly Lathander, Sune, and Tamora. Man and two ladies.
I have... yeah, okay.
You probably could tell that I'm a Sunni worshipper by my hair.
It didn't even register with me. I do have an amulet of Tamora. I think you would be interested if you truly are devout. And Riker, you, by this time of kind of going back and forth, your detect magic would come alive, and you would start to see that there are quite a few magical items towards the back end of the shop, and even the amulet that she is currently holding up does appear to be magical in nature. It is the amulet of the devout. While you wear this holy symbol, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs to your spells. It's +1. And while you wear this amulet, you can use your channel divinity feature without expending one of its feature's uses. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next time.
Out of character, I know that's I think that's a pretty expensive item as well too.
Yeah. All of these items that you're gonna find in here are either uncommon or rare.
Okay.
And
Neat.
this one's uncommon.
I think this one might be rare.
You said +1 or
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah,
Okay.
it gives you
+1.
to your spell attack rolls and spell saves or saving throw DCs. Your spells.
What does it look like?
It's actually relatively simple. It's actually just a stone on like a leather string, and carved into the stone is just the simple lady's face. It's part of the charm that it has is that it seems very simple to where one probably wouldn't want to steal it.
Yes, this is more like it. This is practical. I could see us taking this out on the road.
What about the rest of you? Are you all looking for things, or are you just in here to procure a couple items?
I mean, we have some space to procure more than one or two, I believe, depending on some of your prices.
How much for the amulet? How much for the glasses? Which is more expensive, the amulet or the glasses?
We're not
Eh.
buying the glasses, Herc.
Is the glasses 500 gold? 200?
Looking at the glasses, are they like normal or?
Those ones are normal glasses.
Riker says, I don't know, Herc. I'm from Suzail, and those glasses are kind of last season.
But they can see invisible objects. We don't have to parade them around. And anyway, if there's anyone to bring back a fashion, It'd be me.
Riker is trying so hard not to facepalm.
My apologies. I was yanking your chain. It's clear that you intend to try to spend some coin here, so I will not stop you. Those glasses do not see invisible items. I thought you were being silly. I don't
Testing
think
me.
there's any real threat of the charlatans that are within this town.
You might not believe that there is, but we found some proof otherwise. We fought someone today. We've seen some things that are hard to explain, but this town may not be safe very soon.
I don't think we're gonna find anything among these trinkets that are gonna help us.
Well, now that you told her that, she's probably going to keep the best stuff to herself. And I wouldn't blame you.
Nothing a good
Oh.
old-fashioned ashwood arrow can't cure, at least.
John, going towards the back where I'm seeing these magical objects, is there anything that Riker would recognize?
Okay. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to tell you the items that she has. And if there's
Okay.
one by name that really piques your interest that you don't know what it does, I will explain it.
Okay.
There
I have little
is,
signs.
yeah, the amulet of the devout that he's looking at now, the circlet of blasting, the elemental gem. There are a variety of them, one of each gem, which allows you to summon summon an elemental of the color of the gem. Eyes of Charming. These are real magical glasses that allow you to charm people. The spell save DC is only 13, so that's kind of low, but those are kind of nice. This one's up there. It's a headband of intellect.
Give that to Herc.
Uh,
He puts his hair back again. He's smarter.
the Pearl of Power. This
Oh,
one's
that's such a good one.
Yeah, allows you to regain a expended spell slot. The Parry of Wound Closure.
That one's really good too.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Ring of Obscuring.
That would be a Sammy exclusive.
That's a 1d3 charges of Fog Cloud. And this one comes in a set. Rings of Shared Suffering.
Oof. It's like Warding Bond, isn't it?
Yeah. Comes in linked pairs.
Sounds kinky.
Whenever a creature suffers damage, they only suffer half the damage, and you take the rest. And as you're looking around, you eventually come back to Lyra, and you see dangling around her neck something that you might recognize. A lot of morticians themselves will wear this because of the nature of their job of dealing with the dead. I thank you, Herc. I could have probably just copy and pasted everything that I had in my notes. This makes them immune to contracting disease while you wear the pendant. If you are already infected with the disease, the effects of the disease are suppressed while you wear the pendant. And she is currently wearing that. But you know that is something that, again, as like a mortician could deal with some really nasty stuff, often wear it just as an extra layer of precautions.
Riker's like, oh yeah, Mortimer wears that. Huh.
What do you think? Is there anything here that really piques your interest? After all, the one item is essentially free.
So you don't have any glasses that can see invisible things?
I don't, I'm sorry.
Oh. But does such a thing exist out there? Ever encountered something of
Absolutely.
the sort?
If given enough time, I could probably weave the magic into an item, but it would take weeks.
Is that how you make these? Or do you have a supplier?
Some of them, yes. Others I procure. A lot of times I will make the jewelry that it's infused in, and I will contract somebody else to do the infusion.
Man, that personally, man, I mean, I would go for the Pearl of Power, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, Pearl of Power would be able to transfer between a few of us pretty well.
So it does require attunement, but yeah, like each day or I mean, like each short rest, we can pass it
Yeah.
around.
How much for the amulet?
Of the devout, the one that you hold right now.
I am devout, yes.
How much, if you don't mind me asking, are you willing to spend?
I think he's willing to drop that there little note on the thing.
This amulet is worth upwards of 1,000 gold.
Well,
Herc, we don't have that kind of money. You would want to use the voucher. If this is what you really want. If this is what everyone agrees.
I'm just not sure there's anything here that'll actually help us. It's all just pretty
Riker,
shiny shit.
you've been looking around the room. Is there anything that you notice?
Sorry, who are you saying that to?
You.
Riker. Since, he changed his glasses and was clearly, like, seeing
Yeah.
stuff.
See, among the ones that I see, he points the Pearl Power. Personally, I really like the idea of that one. Because, I mean, casting magic takes a lot of resources. Might be nice to get them back.
Ah, yes, and she kind of pulls it down, and it is a much larger pearl. This is quite the item. Expensive, too. Probably appraised at a little over 5,500 gold pieces.
For that little thing? Really?
Oh, yeah, it's got an incredible amount of magic stored in it.
It doesn't have any magic stored in it now, mind you. But should one of you truly study it, and if you are capable of being one with the weave, you could store certain incantations or spells into this. It's quite powerful. If you are ever it allows you to prepare, I suppose. A day of rest. Why not maybe stow away a powerful spell into here?
Wait, John.
I know
Pearl
it doesn't.
Power,
It doesn't stow spell. It's just her talking about it. It's
Okay,
actually
okay.
just
Yeah, the way
whatever.
that she
Yeah,
thinks about
yeah.
it.
The spell slot.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
That's actually a different magic item.
Yeah.
Spell
Yeah,
scoring
but-
ring.
Yeah. Have you ever been to like a really, I don't know, a car lot, and the car salesman knows jack all about cars? and they
Yeah.
start talking about it, and sometimes they're just making things up. Be like, oh yeah, you see this particular button here does this thing, and they press it and it doesn't do that thing. It's, similar to that. She's a very, very, very skilled, I don't know, jewel crafter, and um, like intricate metalsmith. But as far as the magical knowledge of these items, she's not super knowledgeable. She only knows cantrips, dog.
Yeah. And Riker's like about to correct her, but just kind of puts down his finger and says, "Yeah." But Riker goes over to that perioperative wound closure. This one might be good for Sammy.
Ah, yes. You would be hard pressed to find yourself dead with this, unless something extremely tragic happened that would essentially kill you instantly.
Well, that one sounds a little useful.
It does sound quite nice.
I don't know. I mean, personally, I would still go with the Pearl of Power, but this is a group decision, really.
Too bad it's hard to make,
Sorry,
What
you
was
cut
that?
out. What was that?
What was that? Yeah, you did.
hard
cut
to
out.
make group decisions.
Oh, it is hard to make group decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I think the not dead one is the only thing that's worth anything in here. The rest of it's just pretty junk.
So this amulet, even though it looks so simple, this is 1,000 gold? I have 150 gold. It's not enough.
And she kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and caresses it with her thumb. I'm sorry. That's not even gonna scratch the surface of the cost of this item. You see, it's not about the appearance on the outside, but what's woven within.
Well, you could say the same about us. We came in here, you thought we're not on a secret mission, we're not people that are going to save this town. But you will see. And so this is just going to sit in here. Tamora would want this out on an adventure, helping those who are taking chances, being daring.
And she would want it with someone that was fortunate enough to be able to pay for it.
Checkmate. Well, guess we'll just have to earn it.
What was the mayor's name again? Gowan?
Yeah, Gawain, Lord Gawain.
Gowan. Got it.
So
I'd probably
Other
look
people-
at that. I'd probably look at that ring of obscuring.
Okay.
Pick it up and then play around with it for a second.
Yeah.
How much for this?
She walks over and takes it from you. I would say let's go with about 650 gold pieces.
I think your prices are a little steep over here.
well,
It's
they
fine
are magical
craftsmanship.
items, to be fair. Catching the weave into an item is like really difficult.
More people start coming into the shop, and I would love to be able to stay and chat and be able to help you browse the wares, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna have other patrons to attend to, and you must understand that I tend to keep a small amount of company in the shop at a time because my eyes can't be everywhere. Not that I don't trust you fine individuals, but you can never be too sure with thieves around.
So I think we have like 3 items that we're all thinking about, right? The Amulet of the Devout, the Pearl of Power, and the Periaptive Wound Closure. Like, right?
Herc wants the amulet of the devout, obviously, but like you should
Riker
get
wants the Pearl of Power.
But-
Yeah, most people want the pearl of
But
power.
what
Get
I
the pearl of
think what we should
power.
do is we should do the D&D thing and roll for it.
Ooh.
So like I think like a D4, like 1, 2, 3, then on 4 we roll again. That's
I
how
like that.
do it.
No, I'm fine with you guys getting whatever you want.
No.
That's fine. No, I think it's fair.
There's still 2 items that we've got to pick between. Yeah, let's roll. I
All
want to
right.
find out.
So okay. So 1 is the Amulet of the Devout, 2 is Pearl
Yep.
Power, 3 Periaptive Wound Closure.
Who's rolling? Do you want me to roll?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, what
Only
about
fair
the?
people.
You didn't ask her about the thing that she had. I think you should
Riker
go
knows
for
what
that.
it is, and like I kind of want someone who's not infected in the town, so I want her to keep it.
Especially someone who's selling fancy magic items.
Let's not make her one of the.
What if?
3, that's
Periap, baby.
Periaptive Wound Closure.
And I still want the pearl.
And you still want the what? The pearl?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. So
But sometimes
Wait, you
you know,
actually wanted the pearl?
I think as a group it makes sense to get the pearl, but
yeah, but I mean the dice say differently.
I guess so.
I mean, the Periap makes sense too. Look, that seems to impress a lot in
That seems kind of pessimistic in my opinion, and not Herc's opinion,
Then
but
we
my
have to
opinion.
argue
It's
about who
like, yeah,
gets
we're
to
gonna
wear
die,
it.
and
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Sammy. Sammy's wearing it.
yeah.
Uh,
Sammy's our death prone boy right now.
Yeah.
It appears that the chiming of Arsis and the pessimistic nature of Arsis finally kind of gets in there, and eventually you settle on the Periaptive Wound Closure, and she takes the voucher and she hands it over in a nice little box.
Well,
with-
wait, ma'am, how much is this normally?
Oh God, hold on.
Too much, just like everything else.
what if
Seems
they
like
turn into a fungus
500 to
person and then
1,000,
they
I wanna
can't
say.
die?
We take it off of him.
Over its cold, fleshy mushroom hands, body, frills,
Sure.
spores.
Actually, the Periaptive Wound Closure is only going to be about 250 gold.
Oh.
We can,
Okay, so like we could like legit just buy that.
we can get that and the Pearl of Power for sure.
Since
Yeah,
it's one of your cheaper items, I can donate like 100 gold towards it.
Oh yeah, Riker can donate the other 150.
Okay.
Rin has so much money she can just pay for it.
Well, that's up to you guys. The amulet of the devout.
Well, hey,
1,000
do you have
gold.
anything else that might float around that price point of the other stuff we haven't looked at?
Not that I have ready at the moment. Unfortunately, I have some simple non-magical jewelry that you could purchase that is up there with some larger inlaid gems if you needed diamonds for anything.
I'd be up to Miss Rin.
As much as I do love beautiful jewelry, I think choosing things that will be useful for our adventures is safer.
And our mission.
Yes, our mission.
All
Alrighty.
right, so I guess now it's between what you want and what you want. If we can buy that wound closure thing.
So now
Riker,
are we
you
gonna
pointed
roll
out that
for-
pearl of power.
Nah, let's just get that Pearl of Power.
Okay.
Alrighty. And you are you leave with 2 very neat ornate boxes, kind of like a small wooden chests with velvet on the inside, with like a pillowy cushion underneath, protecting the items. Definitely, the appearance of these is one to be admired. It's meant to be eye catching. Um, to even save the box well after the items in use.
And just confirming that came out of Rin's cash money.
Riker
one else?
will donate 100 to it, so
Okay.
not all of it.
So
I
she'll
can
take out
donate.
one.
How about that? I offered 100. I can give you 50. If you want to pay some of it? We'll split it between the three of us.
Cool. I'm good with that.
She bids you all
Of course,
farewell.
the person that we expect to use it won't be paying me at all, but that's okay.
We don't have to give it to him. He can just continue to lick the ground.
And I imagine, are you going
I mean,
to
it might
Maya's?
look mighty pretty on you, Miss Rin.
That's a very nice point. Thank you, Arsis.
2 campaigns in a row, she gets the periaptive wound closure? I don't think so.
She's a squishy garden. Why not?
I'm just kidding.
She is pretty squishy, but she doesn't even get up in the battle fight as much as
I mean, it's just Sammy hasn't said a word because I think he's muted. And
No, I'm not muted.
all right,
Oh.
he doesn't seem to want it. So
Alrighty. Are you making your way to Thrain's, or are you making your way to Maya's?
Let's go
Maya's
for
is
him.
the horses, so we should do that last, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's head to Thrain.
Correct.
Let's get some shit. This is fun. I love
Now
shopping.
that's a shop that I can get behind. Into that frou stuff.
Alrighty. As you walk into kind of the open area of the forge, there's a building, and then there's an attached side where some of the more dirty stuff is happening, and you can see Thrain out at his forge and anvil, just hammering away. Apron, and you can see this massive belt kind of with that's going over his apron, that's kind of in like the face of a dwarf. Very intricate, unique, sure. But as you walk up and he sees the group of you, he kind of puts down his tools and what is it? Quenches the blade that he's working on and sets it on the anvil. Ah, my old nemesis. Already my nemesis from the other night. How are you all doing? What can I do for you? What brings you to my
I'll
shop?
have you know, Master Thrain, I'm still young. Plenty of time for rematches in the future. Unfortunately, business calls. The Lord has sent us on a mission.
Kinda
I hope
wipes
you're
his-
staying away from that swill they're selling in the square. Keep away from it, it's dangerous.
Really?
Indeed.
Have you drank any of it yet?
Oh, no, of course not. I wouldn't dare.
Yeah. You just shouldn't.
They put it in the beer at the whatever it's called.
Jackdaw.
The Jackdaw. Can't trust him.
But why? Why? What?
There's a lot that we really don't have time to get in it. Mayor said we can come and pick ourselves out some shiny new weapons, and of course you're the best weaponsmith in all of Monroe. So.
All right, hold on though. What if I had drank it?
Then you're probably gonna be cursed. Yep.
Sure, you'll be fine for now. It takes some time. We're going to get it all solved. Everything's going to be just fine.
We're bringing the best from Suzail.
We are offered. We need to run to the big city to get some help. So we need some weapons. Obviously, these roads are dangerous. Mushroom bears. Do not recommend. But I would love a new longbow.
All right, for simplicity's sake, he has every type of +1 weapon and every type of +1 armor.
Oh.
There are also a few unique items that he has. So while you're contemplating over the +1 items and who would get potentially what there, I've got a couple really special things that I've been working on. This one right here, and he holds up this kind of one-handed war pick. And as you're looking at the dark wooden
What?
handle that goes all the way up through, you can see like inlaid pearl that kind of glistens. This has some magic in it. You can essentially make it like daylight around you. It only really works once per day, but it's pretty cool if you get yourself in a dark space. And this old axe right here, and he holds up this really massive, like wood splitting axe. I call this one Hugh.
Hey, that goes with you, Herc. Herc and Hugh.
Those
Wait,
have an alliterative quality.
Is it a
to
two-parter name? Is the second part Mungus by chance?
No, Hugh, like Hugh an axe in twain, or a Hugh a tree, not an axe. Of course, I'm not going to chop another axe with an axe. You could, but any wood or
I would.
plants, anything of that nature type. The axe is specially crafted, the blade sharpened to deal maximum damage to it.
Riker, she's like, wait, can I see that really quick?
What about a mushroom?
I suppose you could consider a mushroom a plant, but I wouldn't chop a mushroom with an axe. Metagame knowledge, a mushroom would be considered a plant.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean,
Okay.
it's a different family in biology. It's kind of closer to animals, but fine. D&D fantasy world with its magic.
Look, it doesn't move, therefore it plants.
No, that's right.
I love it, Bria.
Okay. All right.
Wait, sir, can I see that axe really quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he hands Riker the axe, and just Riker like falls to the ground under his weight.
Battle music.
I forgot to hit the loopy.
Okay.
Oh.
The axe attacks
Good
you.
sweater. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. It deals maximum damage when the wielder hits a plant creature or object made of wood.
Oh.
So if you hit, it deals max damage.
And is it a battle axe or a great axe?
It is a battle axe.
And what was the sword? Was it a dagger? I missed.
It's a pick.
It's a war pick.
A pick.
War pick.
A hammer.
Pick. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Got it.
It would deal piercing damage. One-handed weapon, right?
I think it can do piercing or blunt, depending
really?
on.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like it's a weird versatile thing because it's got a blunt end and it also has a.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe
It
I'll have
does
to look
one
at
of the.
that.
I think it only does one of the two, but I can't remember which one it does.
Pretty sure it's
Yeah.
piercing.
Yeah, probably. I guess you'd probably want to use that end to slay
The
your foes.
spicier end. Yeah.
There's bracers of defense as he kind of walks over and he holds up these like golden like bronze-ish like ornate workings that would go all the way up kind of your forearms and like Oh, she didn't have her headset on. I had explained the axe and then also pointed out bracers of defense.
Fancy. But you can't be wearing armor, so it doesn't work for
You can. Oh yeah, wearing no armor and no shield.
Yeah. I'll just be eyeballing the +1 longbow. Kind of drilling over it.
If you don't mind me asking, what nature of your business is here? What are you doing?
Oh, we're just traveling.
Traveling.
Yeah, we have important business in Suzale.
I've
We have to
been
go to
working.
Suzale and get some help to root out these numbskulls, these rascals who are selling this swill on the street that's driving people crazy. The animals crazy as well. We were attacked on the way here by a bear and some rats and an elk. Totally feral. Strangest thing.
Well, you know what they say: if you can't handle the feral, stay out of the woods.
Well,
We're
this'll
going to have to
handle
go
whatever.
through.
Just fine.
Yeah, you said you're traveling. Where are you headed to?
Suzale.
Suzale.
I've got a small favor to ask of you, actually, now that I think about it. I was tasked to work on this prototype of sorts. These special type of horseshoes that would be used for the cavalry. They're horseshoes of speed. They increase the mount's natural speed, allows them to walk or run much faster.
Well, we will be taking horses down to Suzale, so perhaps we can be of service?
And he kind of counts. I could do that. And he walks over and gets this crate. All right, listen. Once you get to Suzale, I need you to take these. Well, you can put them on your horses now to test them out. And then I need you to take them to the Thousand Head Trading Coaster that's on the eastern side of Suzale. And they'll take them off of your horses and reapply some normal shoes. But you help me, I help you type of situation.
I mean, we're going there
That's-
anyways.
It seems like a fair trade.
Alrighty.
And you know what would keep them very safe? Is that Hue axe, I think. You put that in Herc, the hulking half-orc's hands. And
And
I'll
how
make
does,
sure that
He
those...
uses like both his hands to like put it on the table. Yep, it's not for me.
And how do you plan to pay for all of this?
Rin holds up the second voucher. Well, we've got one of these, and we also have a bit of gold on us.
All right. Well, he takes the voucher. He still hasn't paid for the last one. All right. Yeah. You get one item of your choice. Every other +1 item. He doesn't say +1, but for the sake of you guys knowing, all of those items are basically going to be
Master.
300 gold pieces each.
Oof.
Sir, I actually just need something a little simpler. Do you have any shields here by chance?
Just a simple shield.
Yeah.
I've got some of them that aren't quite finished. Applying all the runes or the enchantments that we normally give to the Purple Dragon Knights. Be relatively cheap.
Yeah, I think that's all I need. So
What about,
just out of character, artificers are proficient with shields, but they don't start with them.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be 10 gold pieces.
Sweet.
What about armor? Is the +1 armor probably more expensive depending on what it is?
Let me look.
Well, he was also telling us about some special bracers.
Yeah, the bracers of defense, those are +2, but
Only if you're
Okay.
not wearing armor.
not only if you're not wearing any other armor.
And everyone here wears armor.
Yeah.
They're perfect sorcerer wizard stuff.
But it would probably
or
be
monk.
better
Actually, they're
than
super good
Sammy's
monk.
leather armor. Oh, you got studded though, didn't you?
No, I have just regular leather right now.
Oh, you can probably pick up some here, right?
Probably the +1 armor is
I would
probably
imagine-
gonna be looking. Go ahead. What?
Go ahead. I'm actually intent on listening to what you're saying right now.
Oh, I was gonna say +1 armor is probably gonna be closer to between 750 and 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about regular plate? That's probably like 500 or 600 or something, or 400.
Let's see.
That could actually be a big deal.
Cost of plate armor 5e.
There you go.
Plate is 1,500 gold.
1,500.
Ah,
You could get splint
Yeah,
for 200.
it took DJ almost an entire campaign to get some plate armor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of character, it would be. Yeah. I don't even know why I looked it up. Me giving you plate at level 3 would be
so
a
cool
nightmare.
and nice and amazing.
It would be horrible.
A nightmare for who?
Right?
As
A nightmare
DM,
for
I feel
all
away
of
from
us.
Chapter John.
All right. What are you thinking? Got a lot of cool things here. Some of them pretty
Dunno.
fairly priced.
Dwarven smiths.
I was thinking,
supposed to be the best.
all this gear
Indeed.
that you have here, I think that if other people saw us wandering through towns and whatnot, we could probably throw them your way a little bit of advertising, so to speak.
Are you kidding me? My advertisement speaks for itself. Just my
Outside
name
of
and
this
my
town.
presence. Didn't I tell you that I was working on something for Suzail? I'm having you take some horseshoes to the capital city. You don't think that other people outside of this town know who I am?
Well,
Besides,
you said yourself they were prototypes.
I have a lot of government contract work.
Exposure's payment is garbage, Sammy. As someone who once worked in a shop, it's an insult. We're happy to pay your prices.
Okie
Yeah, there's nothing really here that like Riker would want. So whatever you guys want to use the voucher for is fine with him.
I get 5 javelins,
Yeah.
not
you-
+1, just regular javelins.
Yeah, you can.
For those cowards that won't come up close.
I will purchase 3 arrows.
Literally just 3.
I have 17. Just need 3 more.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure those are really cheap.
He owes us for the favor. Maybe you could get those 3 arrows for free.
I mean, I'll pay the 5 copper.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure, like,
no. Let that be the.
Yeah, we'll use the voucher on
Leverage.
some arrow replenishments.
Oh yes, I'll use
I'm-
this voucher for 1 arrow, sir.
I am going to look longingly at that bow. I'm gonna probably caress it a little, and then I'm probably gonna put it right back.
Arsis,
Hey,
we could get that bow.
I mean, it's real pretty.
It is.
And you're a pretty good shot.
I try to be when I
You
can.
could work
I think we
wonders
could
with.
probably get one voucher item and one regular piece. You haven't gotten to get anything for yourself, so the bow might be a nice choice.
I mean, it's real pretty. I would appreciate it very much. I can pay about 150 before I'm tapped, but I was saving up to give myself something nice.
I didn't pitch in for the whatever it is you guys got at the jewelry store, so I'll put in 100 as well.
It's only 200.
I'll put in.
Is
how
it 200 or
much,
300?
300, he
300.
said.
Yeah, 300.
Okay, 300.
Yeah,
so 100 would
300.
be nice. Yeah, so we're at 250.
Sammy will throw in the last 50. Look at you guys.
Say, what about you? Don't you need maybe another pig sticker or
I think I'm kind of fond of this, actually.
what about
John,
some better?
quick question for you.
Yeah.
I doubt it. But are there any firearms in this store?
You could surely ask.
It did.
You don't see any out by any means. No.
Yeah, Riker will just kind of take his like very makeshift rifle and say, "Do you have anything like this? Though maybe like smaller and like for one hand, a pistol. That's what it is."
I do, but it's been passed down for generations.
Ah, fair enough, sir.
How much for studded leather armor? Sorry. Is that 100? Maybe 90?
Studded leather, 45 gold. Just FYI, D&D Beyond is an amazing resource that would be able to answer all of your generic needs.
I didn't know if you had your own prices, John, for the world that you've created.
They'll always be ballpark.
The standard. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they won't be exactly.
Why would you want studded leather when you could have chainmail?
I'm not thinking of myself.
Okay.
I have chainmail already.
I mean, splint even 200.
Well, now I don't have any money after pitching in for your new bow. Huh.
A pretty new bow. Appreciate it.
Rin can help with that.
Thrain does say, I don't have another pistol, but I do have a rifle.
Can I see it?
Of course. And he goes into the back, and it's just a hunting rifle.
Could I sell my old longbow and quarterstaff back to the guy?
Yeah, because you guys are given so much business, whatever that cost is natively, he'll
Okay,
just give you
50 gold. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it was 2 silver for this quarterstaff I'm not using.
Yeah, so you can use that for bartering, and he'll take that and repurpose it.
Okay.
Sorry, John. I know. Oh wait, hold on. The hunting. So I can't find a cost associated with the hunting rifle. What is he quoting for that?
We'll just say it's the normal 300 gold.
Okay. Yikes.
But not a +1,
Not a
because,
plus
you know.
one.
Yeah. That's fine. Riker was just kind of curious.
Okay.
He's like, I mean, it's nice. It's just not quite what I'm used to. Also, looks like the kickback will knock me down.
It's very powerful. He takes off his belt and sets it on the table. Is your detect magic still up?
I mean, it only lasts for I think 10 minutes, so probably not.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to 10 minutes.
All right. Yep. Then probably not. Oh, alrighty. Got a lot of things that I've got to keep working on. What do you say? You've got the bow. I've got my payment for that. You still got this voucher.
I
Got the
thought we were using that
horseshoes.
for Herc's act.
Oh,
For
you
Hugh.
want the Hugh?
Yes.
Aye. We can do Hugh. All right.
I'm excited for Hugh.
Yeah.
And
That
me.
is the name of the item if you want to add it to your inventory.
Just let us know if he hasn't paid by the time we get back, and we'll take care of it. Might have to make some sort of payment arrangement. We'll figure it out.
We'll work on it. I'll figure something out. I'm not hurting for money. Is there anything else that I can help you with? Be sure to make sure to take those horseshoes to the Thousand Head Trading Cluster in Suzale.
We can certainly do that.
Thank you kindly. If there's nothing else you need, I'm gonna get back to work then. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
So the last thing we gotta do, I'll talk to the group, not to him. So the last thing we gotta do before we head out of town is set up these horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
Herc, make a
You guys-
dexterity saving throw for me real quick.
A paladin's one weakness.
9.
As you go to turn and walk out, he kicks the side of your foot and smacks it into the other one and causes you to stumble. And
Oh.
you end up falling onto the ground, and he just kind of has a chuckle.
Riker's right in front of him, so Herc just like cowers and smashes Riker to the ground.
He kind of has a giggle.
Careful now, they'll know you as Cheap Shot Thrain. Keep that up.
Mr. Herc, you weigh a lot. Did you know that?
Of
Sorry.
course, I have to keep the bulk up. In my
Rin goes to
profession.
trying to help Herc up.
It's just like limp noodle arms trying to pull up this big thing.
Oh, I thank you, Master Thrain. We'll make haste back here for a rematch.
I know you will.
John, you said that you're willing to barter old equipment for purchase of new equipment then?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll probably barter out my leather for standard leather, or standard studded.
Okay.
Studded leather.
Yeah, just subtract the.
Difference.
Wait, hold on.
It's hard to say studded without stuttering.
I actually think that was this microphone cutting out. But yeah.
Leather armor is 10 GP. Studded leather is 45 GP.
Okay. Yeah. You can just 35G. 35 gold
35
pieces for the studded.
Oh well, if that's the case, then I would also like to do that.
Yeah, same.
All right. He allows you
We're just
to
talking regular.
Yeah,
to do
not
that.
+1.
Luckily, he was in the process of
Never mind, I have a
working
chain
on
shirt.
a lot of those type of things. So yeah, he's just gonna repurpose it.
Cool. You all can set up the horses by yourself. I'll meet you at the entrance of town in about 20 minutes. I got one thing I gotta do before I leave.
Be careful.
Sure.
I'll come
Alright.
with you.
As much as I appreciate that, I plan to be real quick, and it's kind of private.
You sure you don't want anyone?
What if something happens and then we don't know where you are, and then
I was just gonna stop by home for a second.
that's what I thought.
Okay.
I
How
promise
about-
I
how
won't
about-
stay long.
I'll walk you within a reasonable distance, and I'll wait outside.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. I don't mind that you come, but I would appreciate it if you let me do the talking to my aunt.
Of course. Rin, you want to come? Sammy? Riker?
Oh, I was hoping we could get the horses settled so we can be on the moon lawn as soon as I was finished.
I can go get started on the horses if you guys want to go.
Can you
All right,
handle
all right.
5 horses by yourself?
No, but I can try.
I'll
Riker,
give him
why
a
don't I
hand.
come help you?
All right.
And if
then
you
I'll-
guys aren't back in 15 minutes, Riker will send you a message.
All right.
through the post, you can just walk up to us, right? Oh, the. Mm.
Yes, yeah, that.
Very
Alrighty.
well.
As you make your way through town, some of you headed to the trading coster and others headed to Aunt Sasha's place. The people around seem to be acting as if nothing is different, going about their daily business. And yeah, we'll start with Arsis as you make it up to your home.
All right, Mr. Herc. I'll be real quick. I'm just gonna grab some stuff. I'm gonna
And
say
if you
goodbye to my
need
aunt.
anything, just
Right.
me a
You're gonna
wave.
stay right here. Holler and distance. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna
I shan't
Creak
move till you
open-
return.
go creak open the door. Pop my head in. Sasha, you home?
Yes, I'm in here. Just knitting away. You know me.
Yeah. All right. Well, normally you'd be out gardening at this time of day, but sure, knitting. I came to tell you that I have another errand. The mayor sent us on another errand, and I gotta run back to Suzale for a little bit. I don't know when I'll be back.
All right. The sun's been hurting my eyes lately. I don't know why I want to stay inside all the time. I prefer the darkness. And this tea has been so delicious.
I'm just gonna go to my sleeping area and start like putting some clothes in there and some traveling items
Yeah.
in a backpack.
You don't know when you'll be back.
Oh, it's an important mission for the mayor. He says it's good money though, so I agreed.
Well, you make sure you come back. There's unfinished business in town, and you need to be here for that.
You know what, Sasha? I agree with you. There's definitely that going on. I'll reach into my bag, and I bought something in Suzelle when I went there last time.
Mm-hmm.
It was for me, but in this particular instance, I'm going to walk over to her old hands, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
set it into her hand gently.
Remind me again what it was.
It is. Let's make sure I get it right. Where did I put it? Inventory. It is a carved dragon in amber.
I knew it was some sort of carved. I couldn't remember what sort of gem or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And she looks at it. Looks back up at you.
Well, this is beautiful, I suppose. What do I do with it?
I just want you to hang on to it for me. I'll be back for that. This is my promise. My promise to you, Sasha, that I'm gonna fix whatever's going on here in town.
Oh, everything's just fine here in town. Got lovely people just moved in, setting up shop. They're gonna be looking up. We're gonna be bright, and as soon as you join us all, everything will be great.
Look sad at her.
She puts
I'll be
the
back.
amber down on the side table next to her tea and just starts rocking and knitting and hanging out.
And then I leave. Can't anymore.
Alrighty.
And I'll walk out with see Herc standing there and be like, okay. Alright, I got what I needed. Go.
It's hard. I'm sorry, Arsus. Let's make haste. Sooner
The
we
sooner
get
we
there.
get there, the sooner we get back.
Indeed.
Maybe with a cure. She's not
I hope
herself,
so.
Herc. This is not the aunt that I grew up with.
Why don't you tell me about her on the way there?
Once we get out of town. A little too fresh right now.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. The other three of you make your way into the Thousand Heads Trading Coster, where
Mhm.
Maya quickly, the door was locked before, and as she sees you approach, she unlocks the door and allows you to come in. Quick, what happened?
Well, I mean, long story short, we need to go to Suzale, and we need some horses to do that.
I see. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't just shut down business. The trade routes still have to stay open. Oh, think.
Well, if it helps, we were going to take this box of horseshoes to Suzale for Thrain as a Thousand Heads Trading Coster trade, I suppose.
Oh, I guess. 5 horses. That's gonna wipe out my whole fleet. Okay,
We might be able to double up on one or two of them, though. But would slow us down.
I don't think you're there yet.
yeah, you're not there yet.
That was exactly what I was thinking, though.
Look, I'm gonna need some payment. I'm gonna have to go over to Weymouth and buy some new ones that aren't necessarily of the same quality.
Well, I mean, maybe we can make do with like 3 horses, if that would help.
Maya, perhaps you and I can. Did you receive that package that I gave you?
I did. Before
Maybe
you leave.
that could help out with some of the hardship that these horses are. Well, us taking these horses is going to cause you.
That's very kind of you. I did mean to speak with you before you left. Somebody came in and we made an arrangement. Okay. It'll cost me roughly 50 gold to buy new horses, so 250 gold in total. Okay, yeah, I guess we can make this work. You're sure you're okay with me subtracting from your payment for that?
That's totally fine.
I think that should work, yeah.
Oh, it's not your decision to make, young man. That's his.
I know, I'm hoping, kind of like gesturing towards him, hoping
Oh,
if he takes the
okay.
deal.
Got ya, yeah. Okay, yeah, we can make that work. Alrighty, yeah, great. Let's, what are you going to do in Suzale?
Well, we're going to look a little bit more into this, I suppose.
God, I wish I could come with you. I don't want to be here anymore. My skin crawls. I don't know how I'm going to leave the door open. Fear for...
I mean, is there anybody here that you can leave
No.
that you trust?
Definitely not.
Perhaps you could come with us?
Trade routes have to stay open.
I don't know how I feel about you staying in such a dangerous situation, Maya.
Well, I mean, it's for the greater good of the realm. And my pockets, of course. The longer I work, the more commission I make, the sooner I can retire. I want to be old and wrinkly before I can be off and settle wherever.
You and
I'll-
me both.
I'll make do.
Okay.
With Sammy's, I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll hire somebody else here to. Gosh, would that be immoral of me to have somebody else be the face? Be subjected to the potential of whatever's going on out there while I stay away from everything? Quarantined, I suppose?
I mean, maybe if they're only if they're not infected.
But I would be risking them potentially getting infected. All for my own pockets. This is
And
really
for your
reminiscing
safety.
for real 2020 vibes.
Ayo.
She's got a heart of gold, Riker. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta- Sam,
Riker doesn't
gotta make a
understand
move.
feelings, okay?
Okay. All right, I can part with the horses. Let's get you saddled up. There's a couple of them that are already settled. You said something about horseshoes. Are you
Yeah,
just
Thrain gave these to us. I think we can just transfer them onto the horses.
It'll take a little bit
Reshoe
of time,
them.
but it'll take a little bit of time, but I've done it enough. I'm sure I can do it. Let me roll a quick. She's really fast. It's gonna take her 1 hour to do it. Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, with all of your help, just kind of like holding up the foot, caressing the horse, keeping it calm, just kind of popping them off and hammering the new ones on. You're in and out in an hour, and Sammy, she finds a time to catch you where everyone else isn't, and hands you a pouch that still seems relatively hefty.
Is
She
it
doesn't tell you.
too hefty to tuck in my shirt? Like how hefty are we talking here?
It's all in platinum. She gives you 30 platinum pieces.
Jesus. Okay. I will also, I guess during a little bit of like a quick second, I would probably scratch out a quick note, and then in this moment, I would give it to her.
Okay. Oh, and you just typed it to me?
Yes.
Okay.
No
she
words
just-
exchanged.
Okay. All right then.
Question: Does Rin notice this happen?
19 passive perception.
Well, you might have noticed that they found themselves alone together, but this would have probably been an exchange that would have been like on the other side of a wall, or
Okay.
in another room entirely, where you would have all been out by the stables getting ready to mount up. She would have found a way, an excuse, so you would have seen him go into another room with her
Him and
alone.
her go off together.
But don't necessarily know the exact exchange that happened. Yeah. And so you have the potential to set off on your journey back to Suzail. Now, cutting off about a third of the time. What I'll say is that rather than it taking you, because it would have normally taken 3 days. But you guys kind of rode through the night and took a point of exhaustion to get to Weymouth the first time. It will only take you 2 days. You'll get about halfway there in one ride. Yeah. It'll cut off a day of travel. You'll still have to rest somewhere. Which route do
we
you
have
want to take? Go ahead.
Do we have carts with us, or is it just straight horses for us?
Horses and saddlebags, yeah.
Are we
Do you need a
transporting
cart?
the horseshoes in saddlebags then?
You're
we're
actually transporting them
on the horses.
on their feet.
Oh, so there's only 4 sets or 5
Five
sets.
sets, yes. There's only 5 sets of them. Yeah, this is the
Okay.
prototype. This is the prototype
Mhm.
to be tested on a haul. You have 2 routes. You can go back through Weymouth and then down.
Can you show us the map again?
Yeah, absolutely, I can.
Big map. World map.
Oh,
Alrighty.
I'm tired.
So you can either travel east. Did I?
My hasn't changed.
No,
Yeah.
I got it.
In row.
It's
Oh,
because
there we
I
go.
only
There
changed.
it
It's
is.
because I only changed my own
Yay!
map. I didn't change your map. I just changed what map I was on.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck these nerds. They can figure it out.
Is it safe to say that maybe we could have procured a map of known landmarks at this point?
Oh no.
Or maybe Maya has one. So you're
Those
saying we could
also-
skirt the forest north or skirt the forest south?
You wouldn't necessarily be able to squirt the forest on either direction.
Skirt.
No, I know
On
what you
either
meant.
direction?
Yeah. So you'll either have to travel east to Weymouth. It's a trail. It's a well plotted trail to Weymouth, and then south down along the Dragon's Way to get through Jester's Green and then into Suzail. Or you could follow a much less traveled path that would probably lead you through some minor forest trails by heading straight south along the Stormhorn Mountains and then coming out into Jester's Green. So
Yeah.
it'll probably shed off another maybe 8 hours by taking that area, meaning that you would get there probably midday rather than late night on the second day.
Mm-hmm.
I vote.
I
for
like
that one,
quick.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Ron,
It's gonna be
sounds good.
dangerous.
That's what this is.
Alrighty. And you trot off, heading south out of town, and kind of as you get towards the mines and also the emissary of Balin's structure, you can see kind of a gathering of people outside of the emissary of balance, kind of all robed figures in the emissary's cloaks, and they just stand in unison and watch you leave town, not making any attempt.
Can I wave? See if they do anything.
Riker, don't antagonize them.
What? I'm not antagonizing them. I just want to see if they do anything.
That's antagonizing them. That's the definition of that.
This is good for notes. I need to know what the response is going to be.
Herc
Either
starts
they're
helping
gonna
out.
ignore us or they're gonna attack us.
Ooh,
Exactly, and
you
either
can
way, I get
wave.
good
What if you?
information.
I'm not ready for an attack. I gotta rest first.
As you wave,
I also need to rest.
they all look at you from under their hooded cloaks, and you can see under the shadow their white teeth shine through as they smile, a large grin.
I
Don't like that.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that, and I should not have done that.
Is that good enough
I'm
for
gonna
your
pull up
notes?
next to Herc, and I'm gonna whisper to him, Get one last good look at this town. Might be the last way we see it.
Sobering thought. Yes. Let's make haste. Stay focused.
Once we exit town fully, like we're not in view anymore,
Mhm.
I will summon Ardu and just kind of let him romp along with us
Alrighty.
as we travel.
And you can see that while Ardu hasn't learned flight, as he's trying to keep up with your speed, which is now um, uh, 70 feet per round. These aren't riding horses; these are draft horses. So they're used to being more, a beast of burden type deal.
Plotting, yeah.
Yeah. But they are moving along faster than riding horse speed. So Ardu is literally like in a gallop, and you'll see every now and then he'll, I don't know necessarily why I
Glide?
assigned a gender to the spirit. They
Fine.
will jump, and their wings will spread, and they will kind of glide forward down to the ground. They don't necessarily have the strength to take off yet, but you can see that they'll jump and get a little air and continue to run along side.
I
you
mean,
all.
when they get tired, they can.
We
join
can
me
call
on
it a
the
he
horse.
if you want to, but I don't think I've
That's
heard you
fine.
gender your dragon yet. So
It.
yeah.
We.
Anyways,
What? I think Ardu sounds masculine, so
Okay.
it's fine by me.
cool.
When
He-
he gets tired, he can just ride flank of the horse and.
Alrighty. Is there anything that you do during your travels?
Ride.
You say live and ride?
I
learn
said
and-
other than ride.
Oh, other than
I
ride,
mean,
yeah.
we're kind of in a hurry, so I think we're gonna focus
Yeah.
on. And these
I-
horses are going
yeah.
faster than they should.
I test
Probably.
the axe out on a few
Just
unruly
a-
branches.
A drive-by, like,
Drive-by.
tree chopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you'll find is
And
like
the firewood. Are we not camping?
you'll
We
have to
will,
camp
we'll have to.
eventually. Yeah, right now
Yeah.
you're still in the riding phase. You have I mean,
the
we're not going to
firewood
role
in
play
there.
the whole ride, but as you're kind of riding
What?
south,
Every 15 minutes?
yeah, every 15 minutes, let me roll on my random encounters table for every hour or mile
And
of
then we
travel
got
that
to
you
role
have.
play for an hour of just
Yes. You'll
boring ass travel talk.
you'll find the stormhorns kind of creeping out further into the king's forest sometimes, to where you have to cut in to the forest to maintain that level footing for your horses to maintain their speed. But you do find some trees that are there, and as you swing, when you do hit, you find that the branch or whatever you're hitting just absolutely explodes and splinters. It almost makes you have to kind of shield your face against the eventual impact that you know is coming. But
It got me back.
yeah, it is as advertised.
Herc seems very paranoid
Okay.
about while traveling through the forest, and any mushrooms, those are going down too.
I
There
guess
could be a tap around any corner.
I'll be
who-
leading.
You'll be leading. Okay, give me survival, perception. Definitely not investigation. Survival or perception, one of the two, for your
Alrighty.
guides.
14.
You've known these forests for a while, and you feel relatively comfortable navigating the area, having made the trip to Suzail, and kind of knowing your general directions, always keeping the storm horns on your right as you're heading south. It's pretty easy to stay on the right path. As
I
you
also
look
can't get lost.
probably also helps. But as you look around, you see that there doesn't appear to be any signs of any infection that has spread in this direction. So it seems relatively safe.
Awesome. Guys, we made the right choice. I don't think it spread this far. We should still be on a watch, but I think we're gonna make real good time.
That's
It does-
really
About how far out have we traveled at this point?
Depends on what you want to do. What do you are you asking like
I'm
at
just
camp?
looking for No, I'm just asking for like at this point for a landmark when she says that.
Oh, as far as landmarks between Monroe and Suzale, there's not a whole lot. Like there might be,
except for the tree that Herc just chopped down.
yeah, these, a lot of these are technically protected lands, that you're not allowed to necessarily build under certain portions of them. There might be some ruins here and there left over from goblin or orc tribes that have come in from the plains of the mountains. But nothing that I know you said you were looking for a map with landmarks, but none of them would be that detailed. A lot of them would only have the different trade routes and what they were used for. Yeah, or anything necessarily along the trade route, which unfortunately, because of the rocky terrain and the path that you would have to take through the forest, this is not part of a trade route. So this is very, I don't want to say uncharted, but any map that you would have been able to find wouldn't have a whole lot of information of this area. But
Sounds good.
was there anything in particular that you were looking for or hoping to find? Okay.
Any sort of ruin or anything like that. Because I'm assuming we're gonna have to come back, and ideally, I would like to come back the same way. And if we do come back the same way and say, "Oh, hey, I remember this goblin camp. Why are there mushrooms over here?"
Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, unfortunately, as far as you can see right now, probably not anything that would be noteworthy enough that you would have been able to see. You might not know, but are you inquiring about that? Because Arsis would probably have some information that would be able to shed light on any question that you might have.
No, I probably wouldn't bring it up to the group in general. Not yet, at least.
Okay. Eventually, you do start to settle for the night. It does become one of those situations where it's probably dangerous enough. The moon's not super bright tonight, so it is extremely shadowed under the canopy of the forest. And Arsis does find a relatively small clearing, just big enough for you and your horses that you would be able to hunker down for the night.
All right. I'll also hunt for some fresh food.
Okay.
I'll chop the firewood.
Nice. Max
Bring the
damage
watch.
on that wood.
I will start the fire with the firewood.
What you find as you're chopping wood is that you're having problems keeping the pieces whole. You're getting a lot of like kindling, like a lot of like splinters that you could put into a pile, but you're struggling to find ways to keep like logs.
I'll have to find a bigger tree.
And then I imagine that Rin is on a stump like 10 feet away, just drooling over it.
Yeah.
Maybe frustrated.
Oh, what was that? Sorry, you cut out.
No. I said maybe a little drooling, but also maybe a little frustrated with Herc not learning his lesson.
What lesson was he supposed to learn?
The
That's-
tree, the axe. Never mind.
Okay, not learning the lesson of, hey, you're only splintering the shit out of your wood. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already tried reviewing one of these axes. Did not.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. she's looking at the axe guy from TikTok. I know that
I
voice.
actually was sending it to Bria.
Yeah, dude with his overalls just throws him off and starts lopping logs. Oh yeah, yeah. He's a dirty
I
man.
was gonna share that treat with Rin.
Yeah, good stuff.
Say, do you think your relative Arthur Stone would be impressed with my handiwork here?
I'm sure he would be.
Well,
Right.
got lots of kindling here. This thing really packs a punch.
Yeah, you definitely don't have any problem starting a fire. At least getting a small one going. Keeping a larger one, you eventually do. Like you find a way to make it work, and you're able to get a sizable fire going to be able to cook your food, any preparations that you might have. Um,
I didn't imagine leaving that we'd be returning to Suzale so soon. I said my goodbyes, made my farewells. To be coming back so quickly. Strange.
Does that
But
mean
I won't
you're gonna
deny,
be much soon?
I miss the walls. Miss the food. People gathering in the streets and in the taverns at night.
what'd you say,
What about
Riker?
you, Mr. Riker?
Riker is just like, wait, does that mean you're gonna do another match soon?
I don't know. Feel like I clipped my ties, but who knows? Maybe if there's an opening, then certainly not expecting me. But perhaps that would be a great draw. But it feels a little cheap to say goodbye and then come back so soon. A little embarrassed, to tell the truth. I'm supposed to strike out and make my fortune, and I'm coming back so soon.
Well, we don't have to be back for long.
Perhaps it's best to remain incognito.
You would know that Milo, while he's kind of stubborn sometimes, he knows that if you come back and you wanted to perform, like he's not going to be hurting. He's going to be making money off of it. Like, so it would be very rare for him to turn that opportunity down. If you said
I think about that, but it's more as the professional, like who like told the fans, "No, I'm leaving. I'm heading out." Then to come back, it feels a little bit.
I need to work on myself.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew that if you deep down wanted to
Okay.
do that, it was
Yeah.
potentially on the table. Okay. Sorry, you guys were saying. No? Okay. Who is going to set up watch?
I
Are
could
you
do the
take-
first one.
You're gonna do the first one? Okay, so we got
Rin
Arthur.
can do second.
I feel really uneasy. I might want to do the first watch too. Or the second. Either one.
Go
I
third.
can- Riker couldn't take the last one then.
So, Herc, you want to stay up with our sister Rin?
I'll do Arceus just because like I think he'll have a hard time falling asleep. Also, this is all because this Hugh axe. John, you didn't say this. Whoever carries the axe feels uneasy whenever he or she travels through a forest.
You're right. I forgot to add that flavor in there.
So
thank you for role playing that out. I forgot that was part of the description.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'll set up I'll go hunt for food, set up the camp while you're all talking and stuff. I'm doing all that stuff, and then I just need a little while to calm down or to settle in. So yeah, I'll take first watch, no problem.
Alrighty.
You can go to sleep, Mr. Herc. I got this. I'll wake you up later.
Oh, riding through the day, got the blood flowing. It'll take a while to settle down, I think.
I get you. I understand how that feels. So nice to be in the fresh air, smelling nature all around, listening to them birds.
You like that, huh?
I do.
Nice.
Very
for you.
comfortable.
Even after what we've seen the past couple days. Oh, for me, it's my first time really being out for this long in a while.
It's the mushrooms are unnatural. They're not something you normally don't have to worry about them other than eating them. You know, the poisonous, not poisonous. Um, but normally nature makes sense. There's there's a logic to it that you don't get with people. People surprise me all the time. Nature doesn't.
I don't know. What about the mushrooms are unnatural? Isn't that a surprise? Aren't mushrooms normally?
Well, they're being peddled or manipulated by people.
Hmm. You
They're
sure it's not
not.
the other way around?
I'm not. Like I said, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It feels more people-y than standard nature, but it's just maybe it's some sort of foreign nature.
Hmm.
I mean, I've not been on this earth that long. There might be lots of things I don't know, but
Well,
it
I'll tell
doesn't
you
feel
what.
right.
Well, if it doesn't feel right, then I wouldn't say it's people or nature, but an evil god
It could be that,
That-
Mr. Herc.
would certainly be at the root of it.
It definitely could be that. I don't know.
I suppose we'll see. Do you think there'll be more for us to do once we get help from Suzail?
I'm hoping that we get in and out of Suzail quickly with some sort of cure, and then we take it back to Monroe and save everybody. I don't want my aunt becoming one of the mushroom people.
Certainly not. But
I mean, she's spent all of her time raising me, making sure I was okay, only to be swept up in whatever this is.
she's some kind of alchemist, is that right?
We just called her the healer. People would come to her for remedies, just simple stuff for like aches and pains, bruises, cuts. She likes to garden. She knows all the plants. At least she used to before whatever this is took over.
She knows all the plants.
She does. She's very smart.
It's your aunt, you said.
Yeah.
What about your parents?
Oh well, I've never met them. But Sasha tells me stories about them and how they were war heroes and they had to go off and do things, and that's why they left me in Monroe.
No kidding, war heroes.
Yeah.
Should be back in the time of goblin attack or
No, the big war 20 years ago.
right when the
Or do you know, or does your character know?
I just forgot.
Netherese.
Right, the Netherese. Okay.
The Netherese is their
Yes. Okay.
their title, but the warriors that invaded are called the Shadowvar.
Mm. So they
We just
fought.
call it the big war.
You haven't heard tell of them since. They haven't come back for you.
I figured what they're doing is probably super important. I mean, I've dreamt about maybe going looking for him and seeing if I could be of any help, but with Sasha, she wasn't feeling so good before whatever this is, and now we've got this. I could never leave her on her own.
So Sasha's your father's sister, your mother's sister?
Actually, I don't even think we're. To be honest, I'm not sure we're actually related.
Oh. Oh.
I think she's just helping out. She just took me in as a baby.
Your last name is Brightwind?
Yeah.
You never heard tell of Brightwinds out in your travels? Been in
I haven't.
Monroe?
I've only ever been to Suzale, and usually for short trips.
Oh.
I'd love to travel someday, but like I said, I got responsibilities. I got Sasha to take care of. Have you never heard of Rakana Ray Karana Brightwind?
Have I?
You probably haven't, no.
No, is that your Ray Karana?
That's my mom, according to Sasha. She's a wizard. The stories out here growing up about how she would just light the sky on fire. And
Yes,
of
I've
course,
never
me
heard.
being half elf might be why my parents
Sh-
haven't come looking for me.
Is she an elf?
She is, yeah.
Mm. What about that Lyra Silverhand? She must have been in that shop for a while. You never heard tell you? Have you ever asked her about them?
I tried once when I was younger, but they laughed me out of the area. Said I was fooling them for everybody. Most people from a small town don't like to talk about war heroes and magic and stuff. They like a simple laugh.
Mm.
As you are all talking, you hear the horses become a little uneasy, kind of shift away from the points where they're tied up.
It's them. Yep. I ready my axe.
You hear,
Yeah, I will telepathy like Ardu, and I want to circle the camp both ways, me and the dragon.
as you stand, you hear some sharp voices.
I told you were gonna get us caught. You gotta be quiet.
All right, show yourself now, or you're gonna get an arrow to the gullet.
Short, kind of mud-colored creature with a little bit of a green hue um, comes stepping out into the direction that you came in. Bring them up on the map. All right, what are you doing in these parts of the woods?
We're just passing through. Now you behave yourself, which I will say in Goblin. If you can behave yourself, we'll share some of our bounty with you.
Share your bounty with us, eh? The way I see it, you're outnumbered 2-1. Easy. Arrows trained on you. We've got your horses ready to be cut. You're not getting away from here unless you give us all the things you got.
Can I make an insight check
Sure.
if he's being serious or not? 17? And speaking that I am from these parts and know Goblin, do I know about goblins in character?
Yeah. When I was talking about you guys coming down this way, the goblins a lot of times hole up kind of in the caves because the forests are well
Patrolled.
patrolled. It's much safer for them to do like quick come in, do a raid, go back to their mountain cave. As far as the numbers, you know that there are goblin tribes around here, but with the 17 insight, you can see on his face that he doesn't appear to be bluffing. And with your perception and my low stealth rolls that allowed them to, you can see that there are a few goblins that have found their way to somewhat surround the camp.
Right.
Are we still asleep, or have we been
Yeah.
hearing this?
I would say that you probably would have woken up, or at least I would imagine that they probably would have, Arsis or Herc would have walked over and kind of kicked one of you to be able to hear this goblin.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, again, in Goblin. We have enough to share with all your friends, but I mean, you don't want to fight. This'll end badly for you.
You say you outnumber us 2-1, little goblin. Well, by my count, there's 10 of you.
Do you speak Goblin too?
Oh wait, was he saying that all in Goblin?
He wasn't necessarily talking in
Okay.
Goblin. He might have said like one or two curse words before responding to Arsis, hearing her speak his tongue. But he would have spoken Common because his goal, or at least that you can gather now, is to plunder all of your wares.
Yeah.
Without, yeah.
Can I try to have Ardu speak up behind him?
Yeah, you can certainly try if you want to give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Burn into a crisp. Oh wait, sorry, that's Temperance talking.
An 18.
Okay.
Sorry, that should have been a 16.
Okay, let me double check. Got a couple different characters. Oh, yeah. Yeah, goblins, come to find out, aren't very perceptive.
Turns out.
Yeah, it turns out. Yeah, with a yep. Yeah, you're able to do so. Easy.
Okay.
So what'll it be? Will it be your blood spilled on the ground in this here forest floor? Or are you gonna give us your gold and your wares?
Maybe you'll get a lucky arrow or two in my hide, but I'll make sure that your blood is sprayed across the ground. And maybe I'll let one of your friends escape so that they can
While
spread
he's
my
talking,
name to their
I will be waking up everybody else.
spread my name to their tribe. My name is Hook, the Hulking Hunk, the half-orc
Shit.
hurricane, and I've got a new axe to try out on a little one like you.
Your monologuing and talking about the blade spilling their blood, you see an arrow from behind you and kind of stick into the ground, missing your leg. It clearly wasn't meant to be like a kill shot, but you assume that they did intend to at least hit you. And the leader goblin says, "Next time that'll hit. Now be a good boy and take off all your armor."
I just laugh and I run forward and go for a strike.
All right, let's go
And say,
ahead and
Two arms!
let's do the initiative. Yeah, and because Ardu's in there, what did you intend
He
to
just
do?
goes
Like
after me.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
gonna
hold
try
on,
to
hold on,
scare
hold on.
them.
God, damn it all to hell.
What'd you
He
do?
didn't clear it out.
Doesn't clear it out. Well, when I pull it up on the new map,
Oh,
it's
it was-
always.
Yeah, it
It's
does
clear
that.
for me.
Even if you clear it out beforehand, if you bring it up in like another map, it still keeps that old initiative for some reason.
Amy, Riker,
I got it. There you go.
Rin. Riker was a 9.
Yep.
Rin was a 11. Wait, do you normally roll? Do you have a thing to roll with advantage for initiative? Oh, no. Never mind.
I have everything.
It's not
on an
advantage, it's just the doubles.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have
Yeah.
advantage. I just have 2 rolls on at all times. It makes things so much easier.
It does, really.
Because you just always take the first one unless otherwise stated.
Let's reveal all of our goblin friends.
How many gobs do we got?
You got all the gobs. Everlasting gob.
This will be
Stopper.
fun.
In God we pray. Amen.
Oh, this
And
sucks without all my shit.
alrighty, with all of their short bows trained, I am going to roll one fewer because I'm gonna basically say that the one that shot already that was there kind of, yeah, that was just them kind of initiating it all. Okay, so the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have
Of course,
9.
we didn't get a long rest because we'd been traveling all day.
That is true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have 9 normal goblins and 1 goblin boss. So, Rin, you're gonna have 2 short bow attacks at you.
Ooh.
First one is 6. Next one is 6. Carry on.
Hey.
Arsis, you are gonna have 2 short bow attacks at you. 13, 17.
The 17 hits.
3 points of piercing damage. Herc, you are going to have 2 short bow attacks at you. 12, 17. 17 hit?
Wow.
Neither hit? Okay. And lastly...
I need a token for Ardu.
token. BB Dragon.
Okay, perfect. And he had snuck up. I can't control him.
Why? Where did you want him that way? You just wanted him right behind the goblin boss right there? Oh, did you pull
I
him
pulled
up?
one
Oh,
out and I can control it, yeah.
okay.
So.
Yeah, maybe that
Yeah,
was
he's
weird.
like right here.
Okay, cool.
But he's hidden.
Alrighty, that ends the goblin's turn. It is now Sammy's turn.
Shit. Okay.
The horses are just going ape shit right now, just neighing and like yanking their reins away from where they're tied up and trying to, buck around. They are stressed out.
Yeah.
Perfect. Actually, I'm gonna.
Did we give the amulet
That would be
to
20 feet.
anybody? Nobody attuned to that, so.
Nope.
No.
Nobody gave anybody anything.
Well, Ren has it, I believe, but.
Yeah, I just put it in my inventory, but I didn't.
I turned anything.
I'm gonna come up beside this Gobby over here, and we are going to take a swing at him. Oh.
Well, shit.
And that's going to be
Fucking
a
decimated.
sneaky attacky.
So 20?
Yeah.
Like
that is
I
20
want,
points of
I
damage
want,
then.
I want you to describe like the absolute decimation of this goblin. Like you come up, what is your mentality? How do you go about carving up this thing?
Like, do you take his liver
so
to
I'm
sell on
gonna-
the black market?
No, I'm gonna run past the horse, and I'm assuming that the horse rearing up is probably distracting the shit out of this goblin. And I'm gonna slide past him, one cut across the Achilles, and then the other just right into the neck. And just pull the dagger right out, splash the blood, and I'm just gonna look around again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bonus action, hide if I could.
Sure.
Underneath the dead goblin?
Yeah,
A
there's
little further
enough
into the woods.
trees, there's enough brush that you're
No,
able
I
to
like the
pretty
image of
quickly-
him putting the dead goblin on top of him to hide.
Okay, well,
Their
Terribly
passive
great.
is very very low. You're still
Oh,
hidden.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Spoiler, it's a 9. Alrighty, is that anything else? Is that end your turn?
That's action, bonus action, movement right there.
Okay,
So
yeah, you're good.
that is everything.
You don't get
Nice.
Okay, Rin.
Which one is the one that hit or tried to hit Rin with a short bow?
These two would have been
Those
because there
two?
were two.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have known that the arrows came from that direction.
Yeah, so the closer one, so that guy, she's gonna do a little vicious mockery and say, learn to aim, you stupid idiot.
Okay, let me roll a wisdom save. As we all know, goblins are extremely wise. At least this one is.
Turns out, yeah. Wise beyond his years.
He starts to
Fortify your minds.
starts to chuckle and then regathers his realizes he's in battle mode right now and sucks it up.
Okay, then Rin's gonna kind of hide behind a horse.
Okay. That'll be flavor
just-
only. There's no like
I know there's no like real.
yeah, there's no mechanic for you to be able to hide with just a bonus action or anything as a bard.
Just
now. Herc, charging with your mighty battle axe.
Damn it. Wait, do I? I don't have that yet, do I? No, I don't. I guess since I won't be able to get in range, I'll just have to throw a javelin from 10 feet away.
Are these goblins in trees?
No, it would have been too much noise for them to climb the tree. They weren't
Okay.
able to do so. You threw a javelin?
17 at the boss.
Just hits.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna use my reaction to infuse that strike.
Okay. Okay.
You
With
could add an extra 3 fire damage to that.
sweet.
Alrighty. Yeah, as you hurl this javelin, and you can see that it like deeply cuts into his thigh before landing into the ground next to him. He looks at you with gritted teeth. But that's your action and your movements, and you don't have any bonus action. You're good. Riker, what do you do?
All right. I will use my action to summon my Eldritch Cannon.
Okie dokie.
And bonus action, I'm gonna have it fire on this gobbo over here.
Okay. Do it.
Damn.
The 9 hits.
We'll check. No, a 9 does not
That would
hit.
be hilarious.
A 9 does not hit. I was, although I was surprised, their armor class was higher than I thought it was. But yes, 9 does not hit, unfortunately. This is like a cannon, like a projectile, not like
yeah,
the.
so I'm choosing the projectile one,
Okay.
not the flame one.
Yeah. This cannon just you can hear it crunching the limbs and things as it fires deeper into the forest as it missed.
Ah, fuck! I forgot to calibrate it. God damn it.
Ooh, tired.
Alrighty.
That will do it for my turn.
DM,
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if you pulled the goblin that I killed out of the initiative order, but the goblins are no longer in there.
No. So I was. Hold on a second.
I know they were in 19, so yeah.
Yeah. This. I'm just gonna mark him with an X. I just wanted to make sure that. Well, I guess if I'm just marking him with an X, then that's fine. Okay. I have a bad habit of deleting dead characters rather than marking with an X. He's not even dead. Why did I do that? Okay. Carry on. So I'm sorry, Riker. You said you shot the cannon, then nothing else. You're good.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alrighty, Arsis, it is now your turn.
All right. We're gonna shoot this one in the face with my bow, my new shiny, beautiful bow. For 24.
Yeah.
Does a 24 hit?
24 definitely hits.
For 10 piercing damage.
Yeah, absolutely. As that arrow just catches it right into the throat, and you just hear like this truncated gurgle just come out as the blood just kind of spills, and he falls backwards, dead.
I'll look at the goblin boss, say, "You mess with the wrong travelers," and then I'll have Ardu as a bonus action attack the captain leader guy.
Okay.
Does a 7 hit him?
A 7 does not.
All right. But he now shows himself, so there.
Alrighty. So that's all you got, right? Are you gonna do any movement?
I'm untapped for anything else. I might move a little bit closer to Bria and the horses.
Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. Oh, I tried to do this the nice way, but obviously you're gonna make it difficult. Just lets out this really loud whistle, and you hear in the distance. Don't know what it is yet, but something large is plotting its way towards you. He is going to step up, and he is going to make 2 attacks with his scimitar at you. 24 to hit on the first one, and 21 on the second one.
Those both hit.
Let's go ahead and get that. Oh, fucking hell.
Wow.
Ouch.
6 points of slashing damage on that crit. Let's see if I do more on the non-crit.
No, it's fine.
And then he will make sure that I read that right. He will bonus action disengage.
Fucking goblin.
And yeah, come back here next to this other goblin. And that will end his turn. It is now the other goblin, so we are going to go through the rounds of goblin shortbow attacks. We are going to do 2 at Sammy.
Nope, I'm hidden.
You are hidden. That is correct. Good call. Thank
They
you
can
for
still
reminding me.
attack him for disadvantage, though.
They can.
Yeah, it's not. If he's hidden, like they don't. I'm gonna say they don't even see him.
Okay.
So 2 at Riker, 16 to hit for the first one, 8 to hit for the second one. Do either of those hit?
Both miss.
Both miss. Okie dokie.
Nice.
Then we're gonna do 1 at Rin. It's 13. What's your AC? It's 14 now.
Weird.
Okay. So that misses, and then 1 at Arsis. 24 to hit. We'll see what that
That
damage
definitely
does. 7 piercing,
Ouch.
and then 2 at Herc. 18, 21,
Both hit.
both hit. 3 and 6, so 9 total points of piercing damage, and that ends all of the. Actually. They will, because they're all kind of in the brush. They are all going to attempt to hide. And I'm just gonna roll one roll. Do you want me to roll for individually, or do you want me to roll all for one? I'm
I
personally
think
okay
individually
with
would be nice.
I think
Okay.
individually.
if you want me to. We will start from the right side of the screen next to the goblin boss. First one, 11. Well, shit. I don't even know how I'm gonna
It'd be
note
against our
this.
passives.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
the only person that passive perception doesn't meet is Herc, but everyone else would be able to see it. I don't know how I'm gonna note that.
Well,
Um,
we can do it. We could try to pretend it. We
The
don't. see
boss
one.
isn't hiding,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, just make a
Correct.
yeah, just like put a symbol on him.
Yeah.
There's a little hidey guy that you can do, little ninja.
yeah, but it wouldn't
Or
tell
like,
you who can
what
see
you
him
can
and
do
who
is like you
can't.
can click on the token
Doesn't
and
matter.
have like the 3 bubbles. Put what he got in like one of the bubbles.
Yeah, you're
Or
good call.
Ooh.
I got that.
everybody. Okay.
That's what I'm gonna
Or
do.
everybody just gets a color, and you just put the color in.
Goblin Boss is not trying to hide, is he?
No, he's not. He used his bonus action to
Okay.
disengage.
But you're rolling for Goblin.
Oh, you're
Boss
rolling
this time.
Goblin Boss everything.
Oh, rip.
They have the same modifier.
Yeah, they're both 14 plus, so plus 2. Yeah, it's the same. Okay.
Okay, then
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
It's the same. That's fine.
All right, that one's definitely hidden. I don't. Yeah, nobody has a passive of 22 yet. I'm sure it'll come eventually.
Just for Rin.
Yeah. I'm almost there. One more point.
Okay, almost done. Sammy, you can tell me what you plan to do now if you would like. Okay, I'm all done rolling. What would you like to do, Sammy?
Shit. Is this guy hidden from me then?
He has a 19. You can see the goblin boss and the non-goblin boss right next to him. He rolled an 11.
Yeah, that doesn't help my character. All right. I'm gonna run. All right. How about the guy to the south of me? He's a
6.
6.
You can see him.
Far. Fuck. 40 feet. Fucker. Ah, damn it.
Be brave. Go for the boss.
Go for the guy
Well,
next
I
to
don't
the
get
boss.
I don't get advantage, or I don't get my sneak attack for that one. Well, no, I do, because I do have advantage, because I'm still hidden, technically.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go next to the boss then. And we're going to take a good little meander through the woods, and we're going to shank him. Or at least try
Alrighty.
to. Is this at advantage because I was hidden then?
Yeah.
Does he see me with a 12?
No, he doesn't.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
And
As
so that would be 15 points of damage.
I don't know. Oh, okay. So that's the okay. So you are able to strike him, and you do deal 15 points of damage. You can see as at the last second before you go to sink your blade, he's reaching for the goblin next to him to try to put him in his stead, but he is just not fast enough. And you catch him good. You can see that he's actually kind of bleed releasing.
And this
That's
guy's
good.
10 feet away from you, so they wouldn't be advance your ability.
Wait, who's
No,
10 feet?
but
It's 5 feet of you.
it's
Oh,
So if you're on that
yes.
side of him,
no.
then
I thought it was 5 feet of him,
nope,
of
of
the
you.
ally. That's the
Of
thing.
you. 5 feet of you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then. I must
Okie
have
dokie.
misread that wrong then.
Do you have anything
But
else
that's
that you're
fine.
gonna
Okay,
do,
so
Sammy?
then, that was. Hold on, I gotta remember where I was because I did all sorts of like cockeyed angles and everything. I think I was over here, so that's 15 feet.
Right.
And Astro screen.
Ren, you're up next.
And then we're gonna back off a little bit. And I'm gonna bonus action hide again.
Okay, so
Well, then he gets an opportunity attack.
He does not.
because
You're right,
fucking
because it's rakish.
swashbuckling.
Rakish,
Yeah,
Yep.
audacity.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna piss me off. Okay.
It's swashbuckler, dude.
Yep.
And there's a 15 right there. And as I slink away, I'll whisper, "I'll be seeing you soon."
God.
Sorry, it's fancy footwork that allows you to do that.
Yes.
Alrighty, Rin, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, Rin's gonna run up to this goblin. Boop boop, because that's 25 feet of movement. And she's gonna do a short sword slash.
Oh, your passive perception just barely gets
Just
that one.
barely.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, buddy.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
That, and then I believe I get bonus action with my dagger. So I'm gonna stab. I assume.
Oh, a 2-weapon fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's offhand weapon fighting.
Yeah, so it doesn't include your
Proficiency.
proficiency bonus, but yeah, you can do that for sure.
Yeah.
For it's actually just the modifier for damage. She still gets a
Yes.
proficiency for the dagger, but she doesn't get to add her dex for the damage.
For the
It's
damage,
just a
yes,
straight D4.
correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
20 hits.
Yay! And then the
But
damage.
at level 4, you can be that way better.
And that as
Yes.
the 5 and the 3, you come over with your short sword and stab, and then with the dagger come across and you kill or knock this one unconscious as well.
Nice.
And it lays
He's
there
down.
bleeding.
Yeah.
It is now
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It is now Big Boy's turn. Oh, there he is.
the ogre comes into view, lumbering through. They
Look at
were.
the pudding
I didn't
dude.
have their token selected when I rolled their initiative because there was no token on the map. It's a 10. Herc, I guess. What's your
Dex?
dex?
8. No, it's 10 actually.
Okay, you go first. Take that back. Ogre's not there yet. Okay, got it. Okay, Herc, you're up first. With a, I guess, understanding that there's going to be a big ass ogre coming in.
2, 3.
You hear the thudding coming.
Longsword, or sorry, not longsword.
I'm gonna infuse that
Using the
as
hue?
well.
Despite
5
his
damage.
brown greenish coloration, he is not a plant creature.
8 damage.
8 total points of damage. He is on his last leg. He is just, you can see him cleaved. You can see massive rend from your axe wound, and now kind of seared, almost cauterized from the infused flame damage. But he is panting and, I underestimated you, but you'll pay. Do anything else? Riker, your turn. Then Arsis on deck.
Oh, is
Alright,
it the
Ogre, dude.
ogre's turn?
Yes, fuck me. Ogre's now on the. Thank you. LO.
Maybe he's using his entire action to dash. It's fine.
You. 10. Got it. Okay. No. Although his movement 40 feet. Okay. Gonna say. Sorry, Arsis. As he comes in, he looks down and sees this little creature. What do we have here? And he takes his massive great club. I'm gonna bonk you into the ground, and just slams it down on Ardu 14.
And he misses.
He misses. Ardu
You
just
miss it.
kind of skirts out of out to the side. And come here, you little. And that will end his turn. Now, for real, it is Riker's turn.
Okay, sorry, I just needed to look at something really quick. So Riker is. I'm trying to get a movement of the cannon. Okay. So, Riker's gonna step forward a little. He's gonna step forward a bit. So. He's there. Seeing the dragon in trouble, Riker's going to take out his rifle and cast fire bolts on the ogre.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for
12.
12 hits. Ogres
Wow,
are really
okay.
big. They don't wear any
Mhm.
armor. 3
Yeah,
points of fire damage, yeah.
Riker hits him and says, "Hey, you big ugly guy, you." And he looks over to Ren. You smell.
Yes, I'm
Learning from the best.
All right, then the cannon can only move 20, so it's going to move over here.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, it will also fire on the
The
ogre.
ogre. Okie dokie.
Ogre, thank you.
22 hits. Yeah, go
Ooh.
for it.
All right. That will be this one. Another 13 damage.
Wow, nice.
That's huge. Yeah, as you kind of call out to it and you point your rifle at it, he kind of holds up his arm and you shoot in the cannon shortly after, and he blocks it and it bursts into his arm, and you can see like his little leather armbands are now ablaze. Dealt a decent amount of damage to him, but I believe that ends your turn.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Alrighty, Arsis, it is now your turn.
I will also follow Riker up here. Thank you. And then I will also focus everything I have. Take a deep breath. I have nothing. And focus it all into the.
The ogre.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, 23 hits.
6 points of damage.
Alrighty, 6 points of piercing.
And since Ardu is already in melee combat with him, he's just gonna bite him on the ankle.
Okay. 24 hits.
For max damage.
Jeez.
Yo.
Yeah, Ardu took that
You tried to
personally.
hurt me. Right.
Um,
Hey, ugly! Don't you pick on something so small. You come over here and fight real people. Shit, what did I say?
Yeah, pick on people who are not quite that small.
yeah, as Ardu bites him, he, oh, you little bugger. But it's now the goblin boss's turn, and he is going to make 2 strikes against Herc.
Okay.
And those
Beautiful
both,
strikes.
Those both are very indicative of his current state. He's going to bonus action disengage and wind up on the backside of this ogre. And that will
Is
end.
the ogre bloodied at this point at least?
Yeah, he's definitely
Staggering.
he's I don't want to
The
say
ogre?
he's staggering, but you can definitely see that he has some wounds already.
Cool.
But he still looks like he's in for a fight. It is now the goblins' turn, and they are going to what is it? Hidden creatures have advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. This goblin that's right next to you rolled an 11, and your passive, Herc, is 9. So it is going to poke at you twice with a javelin. I lied. It's only going to poke once. Is a 16 hit?
No.
Why did I do the goblin boss?
I don't
Take
know.
that back. It's a scimitar. So it's a 1d6 plus 2 plus 4 to attack. That was a plus 4 to attack. Okay, same thing. 16. So it doesn't hit. Alrighty. For the rest of the goblins, 2 are going to attack at Rin. Only one of them has advantage because it has a 22 to stealth. Short bow. So first attack is 6. The next one with advantage 17. 17 hits, I believe. Correct.
Yep.
8
That's
points
correct.
of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Then we're gonna do 1 at Arsis and 1 at Riker. 20 for Arsis.
Ouch.
For Riker, 19.
Oh man,
7 points of piercing damage. It is now Sammy's turn.
that's the first point of damage I've taken this campaign.
No shot?
Can I?
Yeah, actually.
Wow.
The ogre's not giving the goblin boss any cover, is he?
No, I guess.
Halflings can hide behind another creature. I'm assuming goblins can too. If you want him to.
I mean, I think that's only
Let me-
stout halflings though.
Or Lightfoot.
Oh yeah, sorry, Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Well, did
He took a disengage action, so he can't also hide.
Correct. All right, and do I get sneak attack with short bows as well?
Yes.
I'm gonna drop my dagger, pull up my short bow, and right for the goblin boss. 21 to hit.
21 hits. As he starts to yell out,
You were hidden, didn't you get advantage?
I do, technically.
Just in case you got
There
a
you go.
nat 20.
It's true.
It's fine.
As he starts to yell out a command, the arrow comes in from the side and just right into the side of his head. He just conks over and he is dead.
Stick around. And then I will run this way. 25, and I will try to hide again.
Okay. For the record, none of them hit again this time.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're
Higher
good.
than a 9, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
That's a good one.
Alrighty. Ren, it is your turn.
Woo! Rin's going for this guy, and she's gonna do the exact same thing that she did last time.
Okie dokie. Stabby with short sword. And
Number
then...
1, stabby.
Oh, and next time they do Vicious Mockery, don't
Ouch.
forget that they get a disadvantage on their next attack roll. I think we forgot that when you did Vicious Mockery this last time.
She failed.
Yeah, so it
that's
didn't.
part of the
Nothing.
problem.
It succeeded its save, yeah.
I
Yeah, that's
assume
what I
that
meant.
Short sword didn't do anything.
No, unfortunately, natural one missed.
Yikes.
But a 20 hit, so
Good,
give me
good
that.
thing that 20 hit.
Yeah, give me that dagger
For
damage.
A whole 1d4.
Hey, 3 damage.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful, great.
It's better
When
than
you're
0.
Yeah, when you're talking goblins, every little bit helps.
Yeah.
For their 7 hit points.
Right?
You bloodied him. He's almost half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really want to get away from him, but I don't. You can't bonus action disengage unless you have that, right?
That is correct.
And also, I used my bonus action already,
Correct.
so I'm just gonna stay there, I guess.
Yeah, you can try to suffer the consequences of an attack of opportunity from him if you want.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 hit points. Oh.
Oi.
Oh.
Oh, what?
You should double check and
That's
make
no
sure your
bueno.
max hit points are correct.
Well, my max is 21, and I
She-
started the game with 10. Or I started the episode
I
with
think,
10.
did you take damage when you were in the mines?
A lot. Yeah,
Well,
she
then
almost
she should
died.
have short
yeah.
rested, healed herself, I
She
thought.
probably did short rest. I mean, I used 2 or
Used all
3
my hit dice, so
of her hit dice. I don't know. I don't remember what her max health was. But
Yeah, all I know is I started today at 10, so I'm gonna assume that when I almost went down last round and then I started at 10, you did some goodness for me. I
does
was
it
I
does
was
it
expecting
show?
a battle, you know.
Yeah.
Before we long rested, yeah.
Yeah, we'll play it like it is. That's I should
Yeah.
have probably said like, hey, take a look over your character sheet beforehand, but that's my fault. Um,
It looked
Herc.
right to me, but
What you got?
What? Do I see this guy?
Yeah,
now that
this
he's
goblin.
attacked?
Yeah, this goblin is now not hidden anymore.
Okay. Well, I think I would just reaction, even though there's the big guy in front of me. I'd probably reaction hit this guy. I'm just out of frustration. Is that 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Ouch.
And as you take your axe and you swing at it, he ducks behind the tree. You cleave this
Tree in half.
tree. Yeah, it just splinters, just fly everywhere. But now he can no longer duck behind it.
Great.
Do you do anything with your movement?
Nah.
Alrighty.
silver
It is
linings.
now the ogre's turn, and he is going to kind of like brush off the dragon, not try to hit it. Clearly too fast for him. He is going to lumber in forward a little bit more, and take a great club swing. Maybe something bigger I can hit, and slam it down on Riker.
The horse.
For 9.
Rip.
9 misses. Unfortunately, that ends his
Alrighty.
turn. Riker, it's now your turn, but you now have a big, slobbering, ugly ogre right in front of you.
Yeah, melee.
Yeah, that is true. I do have that. So first things first, I'm just gonna take my bonus action, and have the cannon fire at him.
Okay.
If this would like to roll. If this would like to roll. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, your cannon is on fire, literally.
All right. So that's 9 force damage.
Can I
Jeez.
add dragon fire to his fire damage?
I'll allow it. I don't see why not.
Because it just says,
It's
It's
actually
a-
force damage.
oh, we did fire to your force damage?
Yeah.
Oh, a fiery cannonball hitting this thing? Yeah.
Yeah, because it just says when another creature within 30 feet of the Drake uses, it can see, hits the target with a weapon attack. I guess it's not a weapon attack. Because it's a magic attack.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. I mean, it is a weapon, but it's not a weapon. It's like the weirdest dichotomy between the two in this particular situation.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so 9 points of force damage as you just see, and you can tell that like as it hammers into his chest, like you can see sort of indentation is left as you clearly broke a rib or two.
All right. I know this is going to be at disadvantage, but I'm going to use firebolt from my rifle.
Yeah, absolutely. Just staring down the barrel, just trying to pull it up quickly as he's in melee range of you.
And let me get that at disadvantage.
And then Arceus, you're up next. And that goblin boss is dead, so I'll take him.
Yeah, I'm just getting that. Oh, there we go. 17 to hit for only 1 damage this time.
17 does hit, but that kind of makes sense as you pull up your rifle and it's kind of in your way. His arm kind of brushes it as it shoots, and it just kind of grazing blow deals 1 point of fire damage.
And
Any
yeah,
movement
that'll
for
do
you?
it.
You staying right where you're at?
Yeah, I kind of like where I'm at.
I don't blame you.
You
Arceus.
kind of don't want to get crushed by a club.
All right.
Yeah.
We're attempting to take this big beastie down before we deal with all those little baby goblins. So I'm gonna attack the big guy
Okay.
for 23.
23 hits, yeah.
I will infuse this fucker though with dragon
Okay,
breath.
yeah, do it.
7, So 9 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, it is looking hurt. You can see it kind of like loosen its grip on its club for a second before shaking its head and regathering its composure.
Bonus action, the Drake will attack
Okay,
for nat 1.
nice.
Rip.
So it'll miss.
Okay. Yeah, it learned its lesson this time, and it kind of sidesteps and swings its arm out wildly, causing the Ardu to miss. Do you do any movement? You gonna stay right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right where we are.
Alrighty. This goblin over by Rin, we're gonna resolve that one first. Now at the top of the order.
You stabbed me!
And he takes his scimitar and stabs you, or attempts to, and misses with an 8. The one just to the south is going to make a short bow attack, however, also misses with a natural 1.
Ain't no
Their
way
leader
to
being
hit
down
Rin.
really did phase him a little bit.
Just intimidated by
Oh, you can
Rin.
attack the cannon, by the way. It does have an armor class that hits. It's just
That is good to know. Short bow range is 80 feet.
sorry, Riker.
It has a high AC. I don't care. They're not gonna hit it.
Who is
Watch.
closer?
Knock on wood. Knock on
Nat 20.
wood. I
Or
know.
like chop
Oh,
some
no.
wood.
Sorry, Rin. You're closer. You're gonna get a third goblin short bow attack, 16 to hit, which I think does hit. So fingers crossed on this
No
damage.
spice, no spice. Oh, it hurts.
Fuck.
Knocked out.
Dodging the scimitar attack and the arrow missing you, kind of feeling a moment of relief as you feel that you might be able to escape, and only to feel a bolt just right into your side. And as you look down, it just too much. You fall to your knees, blood loss, unconscious.
Ouch.
Don't want. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have. We will do. Let's do 2 at Riker this time. 6, 6. Lots of 6s. And a scimitar attack for Herc. 13 misses. Alrighty. Semi-Toro. Your
You
turn.
just watched Rin drop.
That is.
Semitoro is going to take a shot at the big guy
Okay.
with advantage. 23 to hit.
Alrighty. Yeah, that hits. For a total of 20 points of damage. I just assume that you have sneak attack at all times. You can tell me if you don't.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
And bonus action, gonna hide again.
Yeah, 20 points of damage you see as this arrow comes darting out from the woods, just sinks straight into the kind of sunken portion of the chest cavity, and the ogre just falls
Can
back.
we roll to see if he falls on the goblin?
Yeah,
Or on Riker?
Did I kill the ogre?
yeah, you did.
I killed the ogre!
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, on a 10 or lower on this D100, I'll have it fall on the goblin and kill it. It was a 15.
On a 10 or
Sorry.
lower?
I did.
Oh,
I
so
rolled it
close.
to GM only. So close. Yeah, it falls, and it kind of pulls back any bushes that were exposing the goblin as it was just so close. But yeah, it is dead. And Sammy turn. Rin, I need you to make a death saving throw for me, please.
Yeah.
It's your first one ever. No, I'm kidding. That's Rin at least.
Hey, that's
That's a
success,
success.
baby.
Herc, it is now your turn.
Uh,
I swear, our
All
next
right,
campaign, everyone
tree.
has to be barbarians, so we're all much harder to kill.
I was close
John.
this time. Tree is out of the way.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Oh, so you're oh, because you have a shield on.
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. Surprising. -6 damage as you
Well,
swing
a lot of
out.
arrows, so.
Yeah, when you swing your axe, it just cleaves off one of their arms. It is now bleeding. Just the stump is just spurting blood.
Yeah.
But it is unfortunately still alive.
Well, I'll lean in and say, "You better run, little goblin, and tell your people of Herc, the hulking hunk, the half-orc hurricane that you saw today."
Give me a intimidation roll with advantage.
He's a charisma person. This is gonna be good.
I hope. 18.
Okay. All right, we'll see what happens on the goblin's turn next. You can tell immediately as it's bleeding, its face immediately going pale, losing any of that brownish hue to it. It is extremely terrified right now. What it does, you don't know. Any movement for you? You staying right there in that goblin's face?
Yeah.
Okie dokie, Riker, it is now your turn. The
Be
lumbering.
inappropriate. You realize that goblins are crotch height for you, Herc.
Very
He's got a
inappropriate.
he's got a good full look. He'll be able to recognize me the next time. Yeah.
It's a well-shaped leather codpiece that shows everything.
Leaves nothing to the imagination.
Yes. God. Okay. Anyways,
It was a gift from the priestesses of Suni.
Anyway,
Riker, is now your turn. The lumbering ogre now on the ground, unconscious.
Did I hear Rin go down?
I think it would be difficult from you looking this way to hear, like, when somebody goes unconscious, it's not like they make a
Wilhelm scream.
yeah.
that would
I
be
think in this
awesome.
particular case, since hers was kind of a slow and steady death, where she took multiple wounds, that it was more of a
She's not dead yet.
yeah, right. Yeah, she's not dead, but I don't feel so well and just falling unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, Riker not really knowing that Rin is down. He's just gonna fire at first up the goblin over here.
Okay.
Slide in another firebolt piece of ammo into his gun, and will take a fire. For that.
And that
20.
will. You shot an eye out. It is immediately for 9 points of damage. It ceases to breathe.
Good.
Hey,
All
now
right.
you still have a bonus action.
Yeah, and my cannon is going to fire at this goblin over here.
Alrighty.
There we go.
That hits.
God, this cannon is just a beast right now.
And that does it as well. Just 1, 2, just 2 goblins fall in the forest.
Yeah, and like the way the Force Ballista one is set up, it's like instead of having like the flame in front of it, this one has like a bunch of like cannonballs, like just kind of like auto loaded into the cannon
Oh,
as each
nice.
one fires.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I dig it.
So I'm also going to command it to move a little bit this way, and I'm going to start making my way towards the other goblins. So
Okay. I would say that now, as you're headed back this way, kind of surveying the area, what's your passive perception?
13.
13? Okay. Yeah, I'd say, like, having been in a couple battles now, you're scanning around looking for everybody, and you happen to see Rin kind of laying on the ground next to one of the goblins, so you immediately see that there's a potential threat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Riker like fires his shot. He's like, "Hey, Miss Rin, did you see that? Miss Rin? Oh shit!" And starts running that way.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Arsis, it's now your turn.
All right. I heard that. I'm sure. Fuck, we need to hurry up and finish him off, so we can take care of Miss Rin.
Thanks, guys.
From beyond the grave.
I'm pretty certain his movement is 30. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okie dokie. That hits.
I think he's dead.
That's dead.
Yep.
As the goblins
Alright.
now dropping like flies.
Yeah. We've got a handful left. We can finish him off, and then
All you can
Get some
eat
sleep.
goblin buffet right here.
What's
Gross.
Ardu just uses movement, doesn't have any distance to close anywhere, does he?
he doesn't.
It is the goblin's turn.
Okay.
The goblin is going to make an attack at Rin. She's laying down.
Fuck, dude.
Low blow.
Oh, fuck off.
Gets advantage.
It's
at
advantage.
advantage.
It's at advantage.
Oh, that's right.
And this is 2 death save, 2
Yeah.
It's a
fails.
crit.
Yeah.
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 Yep. And then let me do the quick math here. Okay, there's no way that I could possibly take you down to below your health in the negative. So you just have 2 death saves now.
Womp womp.
The goblin that Herc had cleaved off the arm.
Run! Retreat! We've got to get out of here!
And it is going to use its bonus action, disengage, and use its movement and its action to dash. Since it's disengaged, you don't have the opportunity for attack. The other 2 also immediately leave. Okay.
But they're still within my range.
That is true. That is true. Let me.
I think they're still within Riker's range as well.
For firebolt, yes. For my eldritch cannon, let me see the range on that. Oh yeah, for my eldritch cannon, yeah, it's 120 feet.
Okay.
I have 150.
That
Don't
ends
use
the
your
goblin's
action.
turn. Sammy, it is now your turn.
Can I? All right. Since they mentioned their intention to retreat,
Yes.
can I fuck up a medicine check so bad that I end up hurting Rin?
Yeah.
Like only with a nat 1, and if you rule skills or crit fails, some
I-
DMs don't.
No,
In the
I
books,
wouldn't.
it's not.
Like in my opinion, if you tried to do a medicine check to stabilize, and you just wouldn't be able to. Like if you were to describe to me like, oh, I'm gonna fucking like pull out my scalpel and try to perform like a makeshift surgery or some shit like that to resolve something, then like maybe. But if
Maybe.
you're just doing a medicine to like stop the
No,
bleeding,
just
then no.
yeah, like packing fabric and whatnot into any open wounds or anything like that. Just trying to staunch the bleeding, really.
Yes, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Well, it's not terrible, but that is also my action.
I don't have any healing magic left.
God.
I do, but
yeah.
it's not my turn next.
It's not.
I
Oh,
really don't want to make this death save.
I'm sorry. I tried. I really did.
You did try,
But I'm-
yeah.
Yeah, he tried.
But
It's,
I got awful at
And
these.
to be fair, this is against type for DJ because normally he'd hunt goblins before stabilizing a down teammate. So, like he went above and beyond for you.
Yeah, I know.
I took down the 2 big guys. Like, all right,
Well, wait,
everybody else
carry
can
up
clean
to.
up after me.
Didn't Ren
I didn't attune to it.
retroactively attune
No,
to the
she
parry
did
up?
not. No.
But she retroactively did.
No.
Alrighty, Ren.
Nope.
I hope you all
on,
are ready
Ren.
for me to cry if I fail.
Oh, come on.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're good.
Save, okay.
We're good.
It's 2
That's
successes.
2 saves and 2 fails. That's fine.
You have to
Alrighty.
bring up the bad
Perfect.
ones, DJ.
Herc, it is now your turn.
Because I'm a realist.
I think.
Technically,
Herc-
that goblin's not in front of you anymore. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's what is their movement speed? 30. 30. It's 60 feet away from you.
They just disengage. They don't get extra movement for that.
But if they use their movement and then their action to move, action dash.
Okay. All right.
I
Because
think
this one
Herc
didn't
is
make an attack.
Herc is oblivious to what's going on and is
Chasing the
just
goblin?
shouting after the goblin who's running.
Okay, that's fine.
Even though you told him to run.
Yeah. Just like,
I think,
I mean, kind of like
to be
Gimli.
fair, in my head, I was gonna be like, Rin's down as I was running over there.
You would say
but
that?
Of course, I also did. I wanted to, but I didn't verbalize it during my
Okay.
turn, so DM.
Either way,
that
I
is
don't
your
even
call.
think you have the.
I don't think you have the movement speed to get there.
You could
Yeah.
get
No, I
there with
don't, I
50
don't.
feet, but you
you
won't
don't
be
have
able to
your,
do anything when you get there.
So I think I yell after the goblins. Yes, flee! Tell your people I will be trekking through these lands and I will slay every last one of you. And then as I'm like coming back, I'll like turn and see people kind of concerned, and then I'll make a mad dash.
Okay.
I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Riker, what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Gonna heal Rin and fix all this.
Save me.
Yeah, so Riker is going to go up, take out his cartoonishly long needle, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds with my last spell slot.
I'm so glad you saved one.
Roll it.
I thought something like this might happen, so
God
I-
bless.
Yeah, I used all mine on detect disease.
Yeah.
And
Herc,
Rin,
you're our downing rod. That's what you are.
I guess
like
so.
a shot of adrenaline, you feel you feel alive.
Very Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
all right, and like Riker's like looking to make sure you're okay. He like looks to the goblin. Goblin's like looks to you, looks to the goblins, and looks down and says, "Are you okay?"
Rin like grips Riker's arm in like a jolt of panic. Thank you. What the fuck?
Riker will choose to not engage with the goblins anymore. He's gonna let them go.
Arsa, seeing that Rin is regained consciousness, you can just make out the goblins as they're kind of dashing through the woods away. I'll say you'll
Alright.
probably be able to get one of them unless you like really
I'm
hunted
not
them
doing
down.
that. I'm
Okay.
going to cast Speak with Animals, my once a day thing, and I'm gonna calm the horses down.
Okey-dokey. You're able to give me an animal handling with advantage, or I'll even say if you have something different, like a persuasion or something, since you're speaking in their tongue, you can use that instead.
Animal handling is actually better than my persuasion.
Okey-dokey.
And I rolled
you
real
can-
shitty.
Yeah, I see that. This was a very traumatic experience. There was a lot of blood. There was a lot of noise. They are calm enough to where they're not thrashing around to the potential of hurting themselves. But you can tell that they are still uneasy and making a lot of extra noise and a lot of extra steps that they wouldn't normally take, where they would normally
Right.
be
So I'll
camped.
just work on calming them down. It might take more than just 6 seconds. So.
Um, yeah, I'll say that eventually, after a few rounds of being able to feed and pet, maybe groom, whispering to the
to.
horses, they do eventually calm down, and the night is again your own. But
The goblin boss boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to him, and kind of like turn his body over and see if he's carrying anything else on him beside the scimitar.
Luke, Luke, Luke.
The dead bodies.
Luke.
we will see what they all
No!
have
No!
next time.
No!
Hey!
No!